Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
In the comment section below, as we get started with this video, let me know if you guys have ever been to the Louisiana, okay? If you've been to New Orleans, if you've been to Louisiana, holler down in the chatterization and in the comment section and let us know what it's like. Your boy ain't never been. It's time for me to go, and we got the tea on the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast going on their season 13 cast trip to New Orleans, okay? So we're going to get into all that. We also got to talk about DJ BOOF is clarifying who the victims are. You know what I mean? We talked about this earlier. You know, Wendy Williams had a show on Thursday and Friday where she was kind of off the rails a little bit. You know, she seemed a little out of it. You know, people had a lot to say about it. DJ BOOF came out and he made a tweet about it. But now he's giving us more information on what he actually meant, why he left, and all that good stuff. So we'll get into all that too, okay? It's your boy DJRichieSkye, Skye Squad. We are back in the building. Yes, we got another video for you guys today. The Real Housewives of Atlanta are still continuing to film for their season 13. It's looking like it's about to be all the way lit. We have Strippergate drama, okay? I hope we get to see all that play out on camera. We got the wedding stuff with Cynthia Bailey, and now we had a trip to Charleston, and now we got a trip to New Orleans. Now, you guys may remember that the Real Housewives of Potomac also took a trip to New Orleans as well last season. So I'm kind of interested in to see. I feel like the ladies from Atlanta gonna turn up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like a turn up group, you know? So I'm excited about it. So we had all the ladies who, you know, getting on the private jet. You know what I'm saying? Just about everybody was taking photos and videos, looking all good, and they designer and all that kind of stuff like that. And it just had me excited about the new season. And I think that's the whole point of it. You know, now a lot of times, you know, I think production allows the ladies to post a lot more on social media versus, you know, in the past couple of years where everybody was kind of quiet about things, because I think that what we realize is, and what I think the producers realize is that, hey, listen, post on social media, get people excited, keep people talking, especially in the off season. Because what used to happen back in the day was like nobody was talking about the shows in the off season. So now we keep talking about the show even while it's not on the air. That's some good promo right there for the new season, as long as storylines don't leak, okay? I ain't really here for another Snake Gate in which, you know, we heard about it ahead of time and then it turned out to be nothing. I don't want to hear another thing about, you know, another situation like what we saw with Brandi Glanville and Denise Richards. We heard about so much of it beforehand that by the time we actually saw it on our screens, we weren't really even that impressed by it because it didn't seem to hold up. You know what I mean? So I am happy to see little snippets of, you know, what they might be doing and little tidbits to kind of get us interested, but not really see the whole storyline play out, you know, on social media as it has for some shows this past year. So I'm excited about it. Let me know whose look you guys like the best, who was looking the hottest to you. Are you excited about this? We also have word that Kandi Burruss is going to be joining the ladies. We didn't have any photos of her, but we're hearing that she was on set and it looks like she was posing with a baby bump. So not really sure what that's all about. Todd Tucker did post that photo, so we'll just have to wait and see, you know, what project maybe this was on. Is she back to work on the shot? I have no idea what it is. So who really knows? With Kandi, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So I want to move on over and talk about this whole situation with that good Wendy Williams. Now, okay, so last week, Wendy Williams off the rails. Fans dragging the show and the network for continuing to put her on the air when it is clear at some instances that she is just unwell, right? So as fans of Wendy Williams, you know, we're all concerned and we're all trying to figure out what's going on. We had the report yesterday that, you know, from Lovely Scott, that the staffers were speaking out and concerned about their jobs. Also, you know, just concerned about the health and well-being of the host as well, okay? This past weekend, we had DJ BOOF speaking out about the victims of the show. You know, he really talked about the victims, not necessarily the victims of the show. And I surmised that he was speaking about victims, meaning people who had maybe been let go as a result of either speaking up or speaking out or voicing their concern or what have you. But now he's actually speaking now on social media, and we got an actual clip of, well, audio of what he actually had to say. So I want to play this audio for you guys. I want to let you guys hear it and just sort of see what you guys have to say about it. It does line up with some thoughts that we had on it last week. So let's get into that right now.
And they said that's the reason why a BOOF is not there no more. You know, BOOF is a person, I think they said Wendy don't listen to like that, right? And all I said was, hey, or I said BOOF not there no more because that's probably why BOOF not there no more. And I said, yeah, I'm not there no more because I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna sit and allow and not speak up. I'm just not gonna do that. Plus, I got too much other shit going on in my life. That's just the fact. So I answered a question that somebody tagged my name. That's all. And what I said goes for everybody. Like no one's ever. You have some people that'll stay to get their money and pay their bills, and you have some people that sit there and say, "I got to do. I don't want to be around a situation." That's it. It gets no real something, no realer than that. So all I did was answer a question to somebody's. I answered a question that was somebody asked me. That's all it was. I don't give how much. That's just what it is. I'm good. I'm happy. And be thankful that I'm happy. But back to what I said, guys, back to what I was saying, I'm going back to Atlanta. What you said? Wait, who are the victims though? There's no victims, bro. Oh, I mean what I wrote in the comments. So when I said victims were anybody who was let go from a job because they spoke up, or let go from a job that because they didn't, they choose to speak their truth and they didn't want to be a part of something that they felt wasn't right. That's what I'm talking about. Victims. Was any of you guys victim of speaking up and they got you in trouble? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so a lot of things to unpack in his statement. So what we do understand is that for him, he's saying that he left because he was trying to speak out, you know what I'm saying? And he don't have time to be dealing with that drama. Now, the reports have been that he was let go, so who really knows? But I guess it's kind of all one and the same. If you're trying to speak out, if you're not standing up for something that you feel like is not right, then if you're let go, it's kind of like you got to move on anyway. You don't have a choice but to move on and on to the next. And he also talks about, he really confirms everything that we have been thinking, especially thoughts that we had on this show right here. The victims being anybody who chooses to stand up in a situation where something is crazy, especially in a job. Now, I know a lot of us can relate to that situation right here. I know I can relate to it, being in several jobs previously. One specifically when I was in LA, when I was working with some artists. I will not say any names about the company or whatever like that, but just being able to see how people was just moving and maneuvering and just doing like real foul stuff behind the scenes, but not really being able to say anything because everybody is afraid for their job. So it's a real situation because at the end of the day, you still gotta eat. You still gotta, bring home the bacon. You still got bills to pay. You still got things that you gotta do. You still got a family that you gotta feed. So it's not always just as easy as everybody would make it seem to just quit. You know what I mean? You still sometimes have to bite the bullet and fight the good fight and hope that each day I don't have to deal with the same crap that I was dealing with before. And so that may be the same situation that's going on with the Wendy Williams show now. Because otherwise, how could you explain people just sticking around for the show while the host is clearly in trouble? You know what I'm saying? This is on some real talk right here. We want the best for this woman. We want the best for her and her family. She's been through a lot, and I know people have said, well, she's said a lot about a lot of people in the past as well. But at the end of the day, we want her to still be well. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like at this point, the best thing to do, and I said it before, is just to take a break or either get a panel in there, write nice and quick to sort of take away some of the pressure from this situation. But what do you guys think about what DJ BOOF had to say? I have a feeling that there is going to be more that comes out from this situation. Just my sixth Spidey sense. I just kind of feel it in my spirit, and we'll just have to wait and see as things continue to progress. I have not watched yesterday's show. I did get the clip of what she was saying about what happened this last week. We talked about it in yesterday's video, but I'm gonna go back and check it out and just see how I feel about it and see if she's recovered any better than what she was last week. That's all the news we got for you guys today. Make sure you keep it locked on the channel for more news as it drops. If anything else drops, you know I'll be back with another video. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.